I am going to begin the show. Actually, I'm going to mix this around here with the OUM Network update. So here's the deal with that, right? So as everyone knows, we've been pushing our product on the YouTube channel. I still upload everything to Podbean because Podbean pushes it out onto other platforms. So it's been a really cool time to just let it ride off into these other platforms and see what happens. It's been really effective for my Podbean numbers. My Podbean numbers are going up despite I haven't really even been plugging it or pushing it in like any way. I've just kind of primarily been focusing on the YouTube thing. We're striving for monetization. So any way that you can help and support your boy, this is the way to go. Like, subscribe, share, watch the videos, anything you can contribute. Somehow the link tree is linked to every video, so maybe that's it. I don't know. But the numbers have been astronomical on Podbean. When I was trying to get them up, I couldn't get them up. Now I'm not trying to get them up, and they're going up all by themselves. So I guess that's just how the cookie crumbles. But the YouTube channel has been giving me some issues. I talked a little bit about it when Dave was on the show last, where apparently you can't really do the monetization stuff if you're going to be age restricted, meaning if you have videos on there that are deemed inappropriate for younger audiences, it really affects your channel in the monetization kind of way. So I try not to have any videos on the YouTube channel that might be age restricted. So what that entails is now I have to go in there, I have to change some wording in the description because apparently in my earlier videos, or excuse me, my earlier audio, I was pretty loose with a lot of shit. I wasn't worried about standards and practices at all. I was just doing a show. And maybe that built and made for a better podcast, but it's kind of a headache now trying to re-edit everything. So as I've told you guys previously, because of this push through YouTube, I'm trying to get as much of my content out there as I can. I started adding the old episodes onto YouTube. And for the most part, excuse me, for the most part, everything's uploaded pretty good. But I'd made mention of 2 episodes in particular that would not, no matter how I typed it up, no matter how I wrote it down, it would not take it. It would not just leave it to general audiences. It just kept age restricting over and over. It was episode 13 and episode 18. And because it hadn't happened after that, I kind of just kept the vibe going. And I haven't uploaded it to YouTube, like I just said. Excuse me. And I haven't brought it to YouTube. So I kind of gave up on it and I just let it go. And so I've been uploading more and more of the previous episodes. I got to episode 68 recently. I don't think that's what's available. I think I scheduled 68. Let's confirm. Because I know I'm scheduled all the way up until 80. What's public? The last public one is 63. Okay. So there you go on that. But I got all the way up to about 68 and I ran into a problem. Just kept age restricting over and over and over and over. Nothing I can do. So I said, man, I don't really want this to be a habit. I don't really want this to be a continuous pattern. So let's take the time, right? So I picked a day. I played episode 68. I let it rock and I let it play out. I said, okay, let's see if we can put a finger on what it is that YouTube is saying. Absolutely not. We can't do this. So I listened to the whole thing. And I got to a part where I can't repeat it because if I repeat it, I'll get this one struck, I guess, or whatever. And needless to say, okay, that might have been a little far to say. It was something in the unaliving category. So I was like, all right, let's see if we can remove this section or this piece, it's a small piece, maybe, if anything, a minute. Maybe that'll change some things. So I edited it out, re-uploaded it, And still, so I said, okay. So I just kept listening for a while. And I did that for pretty much most of the episode. And so every time I would run into a piece that I felt like maybe this is the part that YouTube is saying no, I clipped it out, redid the video, re-uploaded the video, and I just kept doing that until eventually it just went away. It just stopped. YouTube just said, okay, you're good. General. So I fixed the episode. Now, I thought to myself, it's a little time consuming, but all of a sudden I'm having a coughing fit. But if I took the time, I might be able to get those other 2 episodes out. So episode 68 took a few minutes. I got lucky. It was kind of in the beginning. 18 was the episode where we moved into my current home here, which is crazy. I moved in 2018. I did a whole episode. My first, it was episode 13 was the first episode in this house, which means, what is this, 342? Yeah, over 300 episodes were filmed in this house. But that was the debut episode of this house, basically. And I told a story on that video that kind of got a little outlandish. So I started cutting pieces of that, and it worked. Then I got to episode 13, the only one left that I haven't had any opportunities at all to sit down and edit so that I could upload to YouTube. And I finally sat down and said, okay, we're going to do it. Episode 13, here it is. And it was Angry AF Part 2. The Teeth Strikes Back. That's the name of the episode. And I have to say, I was very upset. I was angry AF for sure. There's a lot of language on that one. And some of the jokes and some of the euphemisms that I made, a little on the outlandish side. Let's just say there was a lot of editing done for that episode. Not a lot of time out of it. I maybe trimmed down 2 or 3 minutes, but it's a MF here, it's an unalive here. Something about me running out of medication, and if that happens, I'm gonna unalive people around me, or but it got crazy. It got crazy, and I was fresh off of it, so I was really feeling it. So, yeah, YouTube, you were right. That one needed to be edited just a little bit. So those lost episodes, 13 and 18, are officially uploaded, ready to go. I'm going to be scheduling them this week. So it'll be in order now, 1 to whatever number I'm up to now, and we'll just go sequentially in a row and just see what's up. So right now, I think I just confirmed it. The last episode that was released was episode 63, but I have scheduled on my YouTube studio all the way up to 80, and no copyright issues, no age restrictions, nothing. So we should be good for a while. They're scheduled to release every few days or whatever, and I'm pretty much scheduled all the way to April with 80. So we're just chugging along. If you're following along with the episodes, that's great. I have the playlist already made if you want to continue to do that. If you want to listen to the episodes I haven't released yet on YouTube, or, and this is a dope feature now, I didn't think about this until today. If you want to listen to the original episodes in full, unedited versions, not the YouTube safe versions, but completely edit free as they are, with music, with sounds that I wasn't allowed to use, topics that I was able to discuss on YouTube, head over to the Podbean, podbean.com/AJOUM. It's down there on the ticker. I think it says the link tree down there. That'll take you to the Podbean as well. And you can listen to the original episodes as they were in their original forms. There's been some editing, obviously, for YouTube. Not just age-restricted stuff, but just copyright stuff. I spammed the hell out of Jinder Mahal's theme a few times. There's a few TV show themes that I've used. There's some wrestling themes that I probably shouldn't have used. It's all on there. Also, as I've progressed through the episodes, I'm running into some old interviews that I did with some people that I haven't had a chance to really re-promote. I promoted them when I did them, but I haven't re-promoted them since. So now, like, I have On the actual YouTube channel, you can listen to an interview that I had with EC Negro, Ronnie Burton, Mike Law. There's a couple of indie talents that I've had the conversation with that are already on the channel. But coming up, like within the next episodes that I have coming out, I realized there's a lot of interviews that I did there that I just never had a chance to just pull out and promote and really put out there. TJ Marconi's on there, NWA superstar Brian Idol's on there. I got an interview that I did with LAX, Ortiz and Santana before the move to AEW when they were the current Impact Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I got a chance to work to talk to them on the show. They're good friends of mine. I haven't had them on the show since, but they've been on the show since they've been on the show doing that. So that's all coming up down the line. And as far as new interviews go, those have been scheduled. We'll see how we can keep that together. And as I told you guys when Dave was last here, new art, new music, a lot of new things coming down the pike. I am hoping and praying that most of the stuff that I want to get done for the show, as far as revamping, is done by at least the WrestleMania live conversation, and we'll boost it up from there. So that's pretty much the update on the channel. You guys can check that out. Podbean.com/AJOUM. Not a big deal. You guys can check it out whenever you can. Another update is going to be after I get all these episodes all finished and wrapped up and the new art comes in. When the new art comes in more specifically, we're going to also be redoing the merch website. ajoum.com is where you can buy. Here, I'm going to pull it up for you. ajoum.com is where you can buy all of the cool merch from AJ Orsini and Steve Dave. He said he hates that logo. I think the logo is pretty cool, but it is what it is. We're going to get ourselves some new stuff. We're going to have some new art coming in, so that'll mean that we'll change and update some of that stuff on the merch. You guys can support the show in that way as well. So that's the update. That's everything that's been going on. I'm glad I got a chance to get that all out there to you people.